Coming to you live. Could safe schools mean arming your teachers? Some of South's own students are getting the call to serve. And the latest sports, weather, and a whole lot more coming to you on the Southside Scoop.
Good morning, Park Hill South, and welcome to the Southside Scoop. I'm Tyler Espinosa.
And I'm Hope Mayo, and today is a Black Day. Well, Tyler, you know Thanksgiving break kicks off today, and we hope that everyone has a safe break.
Absolutely. Stay safe, Park Hill South.
But what about while we are still in school? School safety is a hot topic in the Show Me State. And how does that affect Park Hill South? Ashton is live in the A100 hallway with more information. A new law has brought about a controversial topic at Park Hill South. Along with Hope Mayo and Brittany Coffey, I found out a little bit more about this topic and how it will affect Park Hill South.
When danger strikes, we know there's always an armed officer on the scene. But walking into school, how would you feel knowing your own teachers had guns?
Arming teachers is really a bad idea.
I think teachers should have guns at school. I think it would create more safety. I think people would feel safer.
I don't think I would feel safe at all if the teachers had guns.
A new Missouri gun law will allow school districts to have the choice to arm their teachers, only if they complete and pass the required training.
The recent changes in the conceal and carry laws probably will not affect Park Hill because it requires a Board of Education policy change. The Park Hill Board of Education is not changing their policies. It would allow employees to carry concealed carries.
Since teachers will not be armed anytime soon at Park Hill South, that leaves the task to Student Resource Officer Matt Westridge.
We have always been very supportive of law enforcement taking that role. The City of Riverside has provided us with an SRO for the last 16 years since we've opened up. It's been a great partnership. There's a lot of training that goes into carrying a weapon and using it for defense, and I'm just not sure school staff wants to take on that role.
As Dr. Longnecker stated, Park Hill School District will not be arming teachers, but this is a controversial topic as we look into the future of Missouri schools.
I think that the only people that should have guns are trained professionals because they are taught and trained on how to deal with annoyance or frustration.
I think that it should just be security professionals because even if you have the permits, some people on school, like a student, could get your gun or something, and that would be bad.
Along with the changes in the conceal and carry law comes a possibility of fear and danger in the school.
Concerns that I have with teachers being armed is the fact that they could be disarmed.
Teachers could be overpowered by other students, so I just really don't think it's a good idea, and I'm absolutely opposed to arming teachers in the schools.
While some definitely believe that arming teachers would create more violence, others see how they could help in the time of need.
I think under certain conditions, it could be a deterrent. I think the school there should be a demonstrated need, and I don't think there is at Park Hill South.
South has proven that when danger does indeed strike, we always have a backup plan.
I know that when we went on lockdown, everyone freaked out and was like, well, we're not safe at all. But we had so many cops on site immediately because we are so lucky where our school's located right down the street from a police station that I don't ever come to school feeling unsafe.
School personnel are oftentimes the targets. I feel perfectly safe coming to work. I don't wear a bulletproof vest. In fact, I think it's safe enough my kids will come to school here.
Hope, as you can see, safety is always a priority at our school. We know from a fairly recent school shooting outside of Seattle that South must always be prepared if a school shooting were to ever occur. Ashton, if the district will not be arming teachers, how will we ensure that teachers can protect students as well as themselves? Well, Hope, our teachers were required to go through an active shooter training where they learned a technique called run, hide, and fight. The run and hide part is pretty self-explanatory, but the fight part is just to find any object near you to defend yourself with. Thank you, Ashton. We know that South holds safety as a top priority and always works hard to ensure the well-being of our students. And now moving on to our top announcements of the day.
Over the next few weeks, the FANS program will be sponsoring a book drive for Hillcrest Transitional Family Program. We'll be putting boxes covered in Christmas wrap in each of the pods. The goal is for our school to donate enough books so we can give each family in the Hillcrest program a nice-sized library for their home. We'll be accepting both gently used and new books. The books can be for any age and reading level. FANS will be collecting books until December 12th. Please contact Mrs. Madsen or Mrs. Dixon if you have any questions.
The Environmental Club is sponsoring a community service project now through December 8th. Bring in any warm clothing, new or gently used coats, blankets, gloves, etc. for people in need in our community. Your generosity will be greatly appreciated. It'll save lives, and the tutorial class that collects the most items will win a donut party. Hope, well, some exciting things kicked off at South last night, so let's take it on over to Schaefer Shoots for more.
Hey there, Park Hill South, and welcome to another spectacular day in Schaefer Sports Corner. Winter sports did finally tip off last night. Our Lady Panthers basketball team took on the Indians of Fort Osage last night for their first game of the year. Starting things off, we see Sydney Basket with a cross-court pass to Kinsey Stout, who hits a three from the wing. The Panthers were down early, however. You see Fort Osage answering back with a three of their own. But it's not going to be enough. Erica Timmerman by herself, top of the key. The bank is open, and she cashed in. I heard her call it. She called bank. Another three-pointer for the Panthers. Look at those lovely cheerleaders. The Panthers aren't done, however. Kylie DeClue inside to Ashton Gray, who muscles one in for an easy two. The Panthers won their first game of the year, 41-37. Top performer of last night, Sydney Basket with 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 assists. Our boys basketball team will be starting their season off tonight with their first game against Kearney. Be sure to come out and support. That's all I have for you today in sports. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thank you for that, Schaefer. While our athletes focus on wins and losses, training for another students is starting to be prepared. Kenneth Grubb has more.
While most students are out having fun, other students are working out, preparing themselves for the military.
Probably around 7th grade, I really decided that I enjoyed what the military did, and I began to research it a little bit more and a little bit more. And around the time I was a freshman at South, I was just dead set. I really wanted to go to the Air Force.
Decided that like freshman, sophomore year, but really started training sophomore year.
In 3rd grade, that I was thinking that the military sounded pretty cool, but I wasn't like sure too much into it.
7, 8, 8, 9, 9.
Each student has their own special motivation to complete these workouts from dusk till dawn.
It wasn't like a family decision, or like there's nobody in my family who really made me think about going, or it wasn't really an inspiration. It was kind of just like I felt like that was what I was supposed to do, and that's what I am supposed to do still, so that's kind of my decision.
It's got to be the people that are already in it. I don't have much family in the military. My brother served, but I'd probably be the first generation Air Force, at least to go in there. But I've met a lot of people that were in there, and I really admired their character.
I think what inspires most students to want to join Marines, or even young adults to join the Marine Corps, is the challenge that we represent. The ability to push themselves farther than they've ever thought possible, to actually earn something rather than just be given something.
For these students, physical training is only the first step in preparing themselves for boot camp. I'm Kenneth Grubb reporting for the Southside Scoop.
Thanks for that, Kenneth. Last night, Park Hill South had their 17th annual Cappuccino Night, and we brought Colin Miller, one of the senior music leaders, into the studio for a live sit-down interview.
Well, thanks for that, Tyler. I have Colin Miller here with me, and I just want to know, Colin, what was your favorite moment of jazz night last night? What was it?
I mean, Cappuccino Night is just such a great event. We get so many people from around the community to come out and just appreciate the music. It's a unique experience. It's unlike anything else you get to do in high school. There are even alumni that have graduated before that'll come back years later just to get this opportunity to play with us one more time.
What are some upcoming events that band has planned out that the student body can come and see?
We have our big holiday concert coming up in a few weeks, and it's just a kind of a big Christmas production almost. Fancy lighting, just some good seasonal music. It's a great time.
Well, that's all I have over here. I send it back at the news desk.
Thank you so much for that, Kyle. Well, Park Hill South, that's all we have for you today on the Southside Scoop. I'm Tyler Espinosa.
And I'm Hope Mayo. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving break. And when we see you on Monday, we will have lots of news stories for you guys, one of them being a feature on Sadbara Skinder and her modeling background. And here is a little sneak peek of that.